Hey also, this is the Shattered Realms event. This is a Noble Killer event and Water Commander. So the Ultimate Form Agents of Discord should be appearing in the drillfist store this time around. This has a nice self-damage boost. That would be perfect for this team, but until then, I'm forced to use Uprising Coven, which is not a very good hitting card, but the best I currently have for Water Commander. The other teams I tested out, the Water Slayer team here, plus the Dark Commander team here. So let's start with the Water Commander team. We have the Event Ultimate Form Crystal Barrier Guardians. This increases Water Commander damage by 295%. It's also 1 turn cooldown, making it really useful for the Crusade. A passive that creates power gems, plus a passive that delays as well. Holiday Saints. This gives any water hero a 500% damage buff. Works on both Slayer and Commander cards, so that's used to boost up Uprising Coven. It's not the best self-damage hitting card, 200%, but it does have a Cleanse and a Dispel as well. That could be useful for getting rid of Zombie, then punishing Pathfinders, with a nice 220% increase to Water Commander damage, 320% if it's ambushing. Then finally, Cyberspace Sovereigns increases Water Commander damage by 335%. And then for the relics, the first two are to break the shields. This one breaks 4+1 per Water Commander Ultimate Hero, so that's 8, and then this one here to break another 6. Them other 3 relics are just my best relics pretty much. There we go. I could also put Cater's Bow on the team to try and increase the damage a little bit more with the percentage increase to attack. Now the Slayer team over here did actually do slightly more damage than the Commander team in testing. As soon as I get Agents of Discord though, the Commander team will be the best team again. Let's talk through this. Frozen Hellspawn, this increases Water Slayer damage by 200%. Holiday Saints again, a nice 500% damage buff to any Water Slayer or Commander hero, or any Water hero at all on that matter. Sovereigns of the Dance increases self-damage by 300%. Also converts and upgrades, creates power gems, 5 pink stars, 5 times awakened. Makes this a very good card. Leviathan's Hairs. This increases attack 1300%. I think having an attack card with damage boosting cards can be really effective. Then Wings of Valor increases Water Slayer damage by 330%. I do also have more Noble Water Slayer Shieldbreaker relics than I do for Commander. I'll talk through the relics. I put the first 3 as the Noble Water Slayer relics, so this could be really useful on the ultimates. I'll just mix about the final 2 relics for the later stages. There we go. Then my best 2 other Water Slayer relics to finish off this team. There we go. Now the Dark Commander team over here didn't really do too much damage. I won't talk through this, but you can see what it looks like on the screen here. My other Water Commander Noble Killer heroes, you can see here, there's definitely a few decent options here. Spectral Saviours has a decent increase to Water Commander damage, you can see here. True Luminescence, not exactly exciting. Tundral Trackers is pretty reasonable as well. 1 turn cooldown, a slight increase of 75%. Then the other one I had, that's the Event Ultimate Form. Nocturnal Herods doesn't really have too much of a damage increase, it's self-damage, but it does create a lot of power gems as the battle goes on. So those could potentially be other decent options for Noble Killer and Water Commander. And there we go, that's the teams I have available for this event, plus some ideas. So let's get on with the actual event. Here we go. Alright, so here we go with the actual event. I'm going to be trying out 3 different teams on the guild bosses just to see which team I should use. So I'll start with the Water Commander team that uses the event ultimate form, see how much damage this does. Then I'll try my Slayer team and Dark Commander team. This team really needs a better self-damage increasing card. That should come in the drillfist store a bit later on during the event. So the bosses themselves have Might and Zombie. Might is not too much of a problem, but Zombie can be a little bit more problematic. So I'll do a left to right hit to start with. There we go, and the board's not too bad. The best move, I think, is to do that. Just bring in the 1 power gem like that, and see the damage. You can see it's not exactly spectacular, but it's reasonable, considering how weak the middle card is. However, one benefit of this card, you can see here, it does have that cleanse and dispel skill. So that's always useful. I'll do one more hit, then I'll quit out with this team. The first hit was pretty decent, actually, compared to what I have been hitting for, so that's always a good result. Zombie was dispelled, Might was not. I'll try mixing up the activation order, something like 1, 2, 3, 5, then 4. Just to see the difference. Similar sort of board to last time, just bring in the 1 power gem. There we go, I think pretty much done with that team. I can quit out now. The Water Slayer team I have here is pretty strong, so this may well be a potential option until I get Agents of Discord from the Drillfist store. Alright, here we go. So I think a straightforward left to right activation is probably best. Let's give this a go. Don't need to bring in the 1 power gem with a Slayer team. That's only needed on the Commander team. Not sure why that is, but that's the optimal damage. And then that's a pretty poor board, if I'm being honest. Let's see. 204.4, so it's about on par with the Commander team. Let's see how this does, though, with Zombie on the cards. Do any of my cards heal passively? I don't think they do, so Zombie is not going to be doing too much damage. I think the Slayer team may be the better option for now. It's difficult to say. I'll do one more hit. Then I will quit out, see if the health goes down. Yeah, it is going down, unfortunately, from the Zombie, but the Zombie has been removed. Now that's a good board, so this should be pretty good damage. Let's see. That's slightly higher than the Commander team, so that's what I'm going to be using for now, I think. As soon as I can get Agents of Discord from the Drillfist store, my damage on the Water Commander team will shoot right up. I will try the Dark Commander team, see if this is an option. You never know, it's worth a try. Here we go. So left to right again, I think, and see what the damage is like. This is by far my best off-affinity team. It's something to try if you don't have too many good water cards. Sometimes an off-affinity team can do really good damage. Let's give this a go. There's nothing loose, but it'll still give me a representation of the sort of damage this can do. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be an option. It was worth a test, though. Let's quit out here. So I use the Water Slayer team here for the bosses and ultimates, then use the Commander team for the Crusade. Then when I get Agents of Discord, I'll be using the Commander team for both the Crusade and the bosses. That's the team testing done. Let's scroll up and claim the event collection. It's a good one this time around. It contains Dragoon materials. That's always very useful. These sorts of materials are quite hard to get, so let's claim all of this. There we go. Nice, that's that done. An old water dragoon, that would be dusted for sure. Treasure trove, another water dragoon there, that will probably be dusted. I'll need to check that one though. See if it does have anything useful it can be specialised into. Then over to the top players page. Right, over to the leagues. We have a fire warden. So my defence is fire. This may well be worth using. Let's have a look at the battle skill first though, and defender skill. Well, battle skill doesn't really matter too much. Slumber though, that's not a bad skill. It's not the best defender skill I've ever seen, but it can be really annoying blocking certain skills, so that's not a bad warden at all, and maybe one I will consider using. Over to the ultimates page. Let's claim the support hero. There we go, I'll take it up to 6 stars and see what I get from the random bonus hero. Okay, that's that done. Let's claim the bonus hero, see what I get. This is always fun. Okay, I think that's an older main hero, if I remember correctly. It's not going to help me too much here, unfortunately. Right, this is the event ultimate form. Crystal Barrier Guardians. So this has a decent boost of 295%, upgrade skill, 1 turn cooldown. That's important for the crusade. Passive that creates power gems, and a delay skill on the passive. So a bit of everything on the card. Useful because it has a 1 turn cooldown plus a decent increase to water commander damage, and that may well make it worth getting. If you are just going to get the one card, get the card with the damage boost. It's a bit different this time. It's the master hero and not the ultra rare. That's Artemis the Godslayer. Just the damage buff, plus the passive that delays. No power gems, but the damage buff is the most important feature of the deck. And there we go, I'm pretty much done with this video. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a playlist on the screen with all my Legendary Game of Heroes videos in. Check that out if you want to see some of my older videos. You can also subscribe from here as well if you want to. And thanks for watching.